All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the eBay shop. My name's Corey.
I'm Teresa.
And we are Grams and Pops Vintage. And today we're going to talk about being prepared, emergency preparedness for garage sales.
Oh, I thought you were going to say emergency preparedness for the South Dakota winds.
No, we could be prepared for that too, but that's not widespread enough to do a video on. So that's kind of what the video is about. What do we need to do? We just went to our first big community sale this past weekend. Mm-hmm. And we found out that even though we've been doing this for 2 full seasons and this is our third, we were not prepared for garage sales. So we figured we'd make a video about it and talk about some of the things that'll help us and maybe even some of you guys.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, that's all I got to say. Yes, we're going to talk about preparedness because we had some issues this last weekend at garage selling.
All right. So that's what the video is about. If that's interesting, stick around. And I guess I shouldn't say that. If it's not interesting, still stick around. We'd like you to watch the whole video.
We would. It might be funny.
All right. But as usual, we do have some things that sold. We need to get them packed up and out of here today. So let's talk about a few of those.
We sold a DVD. Oh, sorry. We sold a Blu-ray. We sold a Blu-ray called Gunless. It's Canadian, I guess.
Oh, he's doing the whole gun finger thing at you. He's just pointing at you.
It wasn't a great one.
Oh, wait. On the back, he's got the guns. He's not too gunless. We should watch it and see what it's about before we make fun of it.
I don't know anything about this. It was in our big bulk buy of DVDs, but it finally sold. I took an offer on it. We sold it for $8.25 free shipping.
One more spot clear.
Yep. The next item came out of our basement.
when we bought the house.
Yep, when we moved in, it was in the basement on a fancy little thing. But we sold a
speed bag.
Everlast 4-pound max pressure speed bag.
Oh, you air it up, don't you?
Yeah, there's a thing in the bottom.
There it is. Blow it up like a basketball.
Yep.
So we got a speed bag. We're not speed bag people. We don't go down and box. She just hits me when she wants to get some frustration out. No, she doesn't.
You're so wrong.
What does a speed bag go for these days?
$15. But to us, it was free.
It was free. Well, technically you could say we had to buy the house to get it, so it wasn't free.
Well, okay, let's talk about how we need to get prepared. How about let's start with the night before?
The night before Christmas.
All through the house.
No. The wrong night before.
Creatures were stirring.
What is kind of the night before Christmas? Because we're going to get our gifts, right?
They're not for us, though. Well, though, we don't buy gifts for us.
Finding them is for us.
Yes. We don't buy gifts for ourselves usually.
But yeah, the night before you go to garage sales, it's important to prepare a few things. Or at least for us, it's important to prepare these type of things. First one, probably just get gas for the car.
Yep.
Have that ready so you're not having to go to gas stations in the morning.
Yep.
Get your car ready, clean it out, make sure it's not full of garbage.
Or full of
the previous
the last day's garage sale. Mine currently has stuff in it from this last week.
And then, what I would say,
make sure you watch what you eat the day before.
Yeah, from experience.
Do not eat Taco John's.
Taco John's, like bad Burger King the day before. Yeah. If you eat garbage the day before and you have to find a bathroom every 10 minutes while you're garage selling, there's nothing worse than getting into a big community garage sale and just getting started and having to go back to the car and find a gas station because of something you ate the night before. So choose what you eat the night before wisely.
Some garage sales have porta potties. This year, the big one that we went to did not have any porta potties. Yeah. It was very depressing. Not that I really want to use them, but so on the subject of, eating well the night before, one thing that I think we should do better at planning is finding out where the gas stations are in the area we're in.
If you're going to go to a community sale, especially in a town you're not familiar with, just Google the town and look at the map. You could kind of see where the gas stations and bathrooms and stuff are so that you have an idea the day before. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of pre-scouting.
Add them to your list.
Yeah, add them to your list.
Do you know what list I'm talking about?
As potential stops.
Oh, then you do know. So the one thing that we do, we don't necessarily do it a whole lot with the community garage sales if there's a lot of sales and they're like
we usually
concentrated.
Break them up by neighborhood.
Yeah. So we don't really make a list.
Right.
We just know that the neighborhood is there.
We'll do like the southeast side of town and then the southwest side of town. And then we'll just kind of move by chunks of neighborhood on the big sales. Mm-hmm. But on just a normal day when there's like 20, 30 sales in town, we will actually kind of make a grid of where we want to go in what order.
Those ones I do map out. I make a list and then I go through and I put them in order of where they're at compared to times and all of that fun stuff. So
now, sleep. Sleep is important. You don't want a garage sale tired. You don't want to be cranky at the garage sales. You want to be on your game. So getting an alarm set to get yourself in bed and get a good night of sleep beforehand. Make
sure you save enough time in the morning to actually wake the way up.
That's almost more important than the sleep, is making sure you get up. Give yourself plenty of time when you get up in the morning. Have your coffee. Have time to actually get your stuff together. Don't feel rushed. Get your morning poop in. Whatever you got to do.
I wasn't going to say it. I was going to let you say it.
Whatever you got to do in that situation, don't feel rushed in the morning. If you leave feeling rushed, the rest of your day is going to be rushed.
So if you can't tell, our garage sales and our daily life revolves around Corey's daily poop.
Hey, some things are non-negotiable. That's if you're garage selling and one of those non-optional things comes up, it can throw your day off. So plan for them. Get up early enough to not have to worry about it. Right?
I'm sorry.
I feel like this is already running into a lot of poop talk.
Okay, let's quit talking about poop and let's...
Does that mean this is going to be a crappy video? All right, let's look at a few more things that sold.
The next one's a crap one too, but it's okay. It is a small clamp for a Ryobi gas backpack leaf blower.
Yep. I don't know why you would think that was a bad one.
Because it didn't sell for much.
It didn't, but we took apart a leaf blower that we got for next to nothing because it was broke down. It didn't run. Mm-hmm. And I tore every removable part off of it, and we've sold a lot of it.
Did we sell the engine too?
We've sold the engine block part of it, yeah. This is just one little clamp on a hose of something we broke down into 60 different parts, and that sold for how much?
$5 plus shipping.
$5, we'll take it. And we've more than made our money on the 10 minutes it took me to tear that down.
I think we only have 3 pieces left of it.
Yep. Yeah, we've sold the whole backpack piece, like the backpack frame and everything like that. We did good on that. All right, what else you got?
We sold a vintage American train signal railroad crossing sign from San Francisco.
Yeah, so that one's kind of a cool looking piece. When we saw it, I grabbed it because it looked vintage and it just looked cool. Even if we just put it on the shelf, it's kind of cool.
It's old. The lights work.
I think we paid $1 for that.
Yep. The lights work. The sound does not, which is okay. It plugs in or it can run off battery.
And they're actual, like, they're tin.
Mm-hmm. That one sold for $12.99 plus shipping. We sold some boots. I think these either came out of our storage unit or we bought them at a garage sale. One or the other. I don't remember.
We don't usually buy boots at a garage sale. They'd have to be something special, but...
I know. I think they came out of our storage unit. But they are Sorel Sentry Kaufman steel toe.
Yeah. See the difference between the last ones? They actually are steel toe.
Steel toe. They're called duck rubber boots.
Sorel, made in Canada, duck rubber boots. It's not made out of actual duck rubber because ducks aren't made of rubber. So maybe it's just because you could walk in the water with them.
Maybe.
They're waterproof.
I hope it says they're ice snow boots.
It's got to be that because it wouldn't make you swim better. They're kind of heavy.
Maybe you'd sink.
So what do the boots sell for?
$45 plus shipping.
Well, wherever we got them.
They were a good sale.
That was good.
Okay. We kind of suck at this next one.
We have, and we're actively trying to be better at this one. We've discussed it several times.
We've discussed it. We've never done it.
And we never follow through. And that is proper gear when you're going garage selling. Take the right things with you.
Yep. So the first thing, always make sure you have money. Granted, a lot of garage sales will take Venmo, Cash App, those type of things nowadays, but not everybody has it. I have it, but Corey does not.
It's way easier to negotiate when you're holding cash in front of somebody rather than a Venmo barcode or whatever you got to do there. Like it's just way better to have the cash on you, and not only have it on you, but don't take like a bunch of $100 bills or $20 bills. Like have some smaller bills. So get that ahead. Maybe while you're getting gas the day before, you can get some cash and get some smaller bills ready.
Another thing, especially for here in South Dakota, like you could go out at 6 o'clock in the morning to leave for your garage sales that start at 7, and it might be 40 degrees, but by lunchtime, it's 90 degrees. So always dress in layers.
Yep. And it doesn't matter. Like, it could go in both extremes. So if it is chilly, dress in layers so you can take some stuff off and still not be dying or freezing. But if it's warm or it's going to be really hot, make sure you have some light clothing, but also take a jacket or something in case it turns chilly on you.
Yeah, because we're diehard garage sales. We go till
we're not coming
till they close.
We're not coming back. Like, if we start garage selling at a community sale, we're not stopping at noon. We're going till 5 or 6 whenever they close. Yep. So it could get chilly. The day could change. Having a jacket or not having a jacket could mean the difference of, well, we've actually bought hoodies at garage sales because it got cold. So
I have. They were good hoodies, but
not necessarily a great purchase, though.
No. 2 things that we have in our bag that I don't necessarily know if I need to because I don't specifically look for the items would be a blacklight flashlight or a flashlight in general.
Yep.
And a jeweler's loop so you can read jewelry.
Now, we have, initially when we first started, we used to use the blacklight and we'd look for the uranium glass and the glowy glass and stuff like that. I think that's more of a YouTube thing. I don't think that, like, most of the stuff we've ever found that was uranium glass when we comped it out, it was just garbage.
Forever before we sold it.
Well, the sell-through rate was horrible and the price it sells for was horrible. Like, it's cool, but I think it's just a YouTube thing. Nobody's out there making a living selling uranium glass, so we don't really look for it.
Nope, not anymore.
But we have ran into garage sales where you needed a flashlight. Like, we've been at garage sales with no electricity where they have you go look in a dark basement, which, now that I think about it,
you probably shouldn't
have done that. But we've had to use the flashlight on our phones and stuff to source before. Yep. So having a flashlight's not a terrible idea.
No. The loop, I'm not one to go look for jewelry much anymore. Like, I've had my fill of jewelry. I typically will walk past it at a garage sale.
If I saw a table full of brooches or something, I would look. And basically at that point, if it was cheap enough, 50 cents or $1 a piece, as long as they were marked with something on the back, I would probably buy them. If they weren't marked, I probably wouldn't. Other than that, we don't do jewelry much. And you can use your phone kind of as a makeshift loop. You could zoom in with the phone, and sometimes that works.
Not all the time, but sometimes it does.
Yep.
Okay, what's one that you think we should bring?
Some kind of handy wipes. Yeah, something to wipe your hands off. After this last hoarder house we went to, we actually left there and went directly to a gas station. Like, we went out of our way partway through the town just to find a gas station to wash our hands because it was that gross.
Yes.
And eventually, if you're garage selling enough, you're going to dig through a box of crazy cat lady stuff that's just full of cat urine, and like, you're going to put your hands in some places you don't want to bring back to the car. It happens.
Nope.
So some kind of handy wipes or cleaning wipes or something to put in the car. Maybe just leave them in the car, but it's nice to have a bag that goes with you because we don't always take the same car.
No, we take the truck or the car, depending on where we're going. But another thing I found really handy lately to use is bags. Like the
IKEA bags.
Yes, for our Planes to Profit thing, we bought IKEA bags to put in our giveaway bags or whatever you want to call them. And so we had some extras left. So I took the ones that were extra and I stuck them in my car. And that makes great for like throwing stuff in so you don't have to like take everything out one individually at the end of the day.
Well, that, and when we're buying smalls, a lot of times before we started using the bags, they would just be rolling all over the trunk and
the back
like, it's kind of a mess. So having the bags helps organize.
It was.
It does make it a lot easier to keep things in order, and I think it saves room at the end of the day. You stack all them small things higher.
Yep.
I think you get more stuff in a car.
I agree. I'm a Tetris packer.
Yeah. The other bag we need to bring that we always talk about bringing, we never do, is a bag of snacks and drinks. Something. We could throw sandwiches in there. We don't have to pay to eat out every time we go. Like, we could just take a bag with some meat and cheese or sandwiches or Lunchables or something. But every time we get hungry...
Ever eaten a Lunchable?
I've heard of them. Oh, it's food. I'll try it. Like, I'm not picky.
It's just meat and cheese.
There you go. Lunchables.
Okay, so Wednesday or Thursday when we go garage sailing, we're packing Lunchables.
Lunchables, Pop-Tarts, and Pepsi, we're good.
I don't eat cold Pop-Tarts.
Hey, live with it. You got to rough it when you're garage sailing.
No.
So, I mean, if you have to stop every time you get thirsty and go find something, or you got to find a snack, or you got to go stop to have lunch, all of the lunch usually kills an hour for us. I mean, we're usually running to a drive-through and then we sit and eat and we plan out the rest of the day. Like, it'd be easy if we just had a sandwich or something.
Lunchables. We'll let you know how that goes in a couple videos if he ate his Lunchable.
Food and drinks, and I will eat my Lunchable all gone
and
like
snacks.
a good boy. Snacks are important.
Yeah, because when you're
Not
walking,
so many snacks that you have to use your bathroom map planning. Like, keep the drinks and snacks within reason. You don't want to be filling up on drinks and have to go find bathrooms all day either. Right?
Well, I could bring you diapers.
Stay hydrated. Don't overdo it.
That's a good one.
There you go. All right. What else sold today?
We sold a golf club. This was one of them that I listed. It is a black velvet 220 milled face putter steel shaft.
It's a putter.
I finally understand that when they say steel or graphite.
The shaft?
Yeah, I didn't know what they meant when they said steel or graphite.
They might mean steel or graphite.
Well, I know. I didn't know what it meant, that it was the shaft. It wasn't like the head or something else that was made of
I was like, what do you mean you don't know what it means? It's
I didn't
two
know what
different
it
materials.
meant. But this one.
Okay. Well, that's a steel shaft.
It is. And it's right-handed.
It is right-handed.
See, I'm getting there. I got called out the other day because I listed something as left-handed and it was right-handed. But that putter sold for $39.95. Okay, radar detectors.
Our bread and butter.
When we find them.
Hey, when we find them, we love them.
Or if we find them and they work.
This is about the oldest, like least sophisticated
It is.
thing we've found for a radar detector before. Like this is like Gen 1 stuff here.
Yeah, it just beeps.
But we've never had one of these that didn't sell.
No, we had one that didn't work.
Yeah, we had one that didn't work and we didn't list it. So.
Nope. But that is a Rocky Mountain radar detector and it works and it sold for $40 plus shipping.
Yep. So radar detectors, you can get them cheap. They never stick around long.
Nope. So this next thing, I wasn't even with Corey. He went to go get my tire fixed when I was having a bad day one day.
We were both having a bad day.
And he happened to drive by a garage sale. So he stopped. He got this Garmin. He got another GPS thing. I don't know. And some car radios and stuff. But this one sold fairly fast. It is a Garmin Golf Logix golf handheld GPS. Why do you need a GPS if you're golfing?
Oh, in case you get lost. Maybe you don't know what hole you're on. That's what it is. I don't know.
Okay, I must be really dumb because I don't get it, but whatever.
The distances golfers need, it tells you how far from the hole and stuff. I think you could just like program the golf course into it and it tells you how far away the pin is, and that way you can actually just look and it'll tell you where you are, how far the pin away is. So you know what club to use?
Sure.
I don't know. It's something like that. But it does power up. It works. It's got a golf course locally programmed into it.
Yep.
And how much did that sell for?
$49.99. And we paid like $1. I think you said you paid $1 or $2.
Paid $1 for it.
Okay, good one. Okay, now the part you can. How do you want to say it?
Intangibles.
Yeah,
that's the best way to say it.
No, I was trying to think of something smart to say besides intangibles.
Intangibles is pretty smart. I can't spell it. I can look it up. Like I can get close. Spell check, I'll catch it.
Okay, so things that you need to do that you don't have to actually grab or touch. Right? That's an intangible. You can't touch it.
Okay.
Seriously? Okay, so one thing that we have struggled with garage sales is we normally take the car.
Well, the first part of that is the thing that makes this necessary is we garage sale a long ways from home. We're almost always at least an hour from home.
Yep.
When we're garage selling, there's just not much around here.
Nope.
So that makes this more necessary.
So backup plan.
Backup plan.
Not for like what you're going to do if you don't garage sale. I mean, we know what we do if we're not going to garage sale. Yeah. But the backup plan is, you don't want to walk away from something because you don't have enough room. So what are you going to do if you fill your car and you come up on the next garage sale and it's a oh my gosh deal?
Like a Department 56 buy of Teresa's that's
that we had to take everything out of the packages to fit in the car.
Yeah, we had to come home and get a truck and a trailer. Like,
oh, that one.
That one.
That one.
So, well, you've had more than one, but yeah, have a backup plan for if for some reason you run into a really good buy and it's not going to fit in the car. Are you an hour or two from home? What are you going to do? Are you going to pass that sale up? Have something in place or an idea of what you're going to do. Maybe it is go home and like pay for it and go home and get a truck and come back.
That's one plan.
That's fine. That's a plan, but at least have an idea so you don't have to pass that up.
That's our plan C.
That's plan C. Plan A is just to make it fit.
Yep.
Like take a run at it. It'll go in.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Plan B for us, I think, we have kids that live in the town where we garage sale.
Yep.
Well, where we garage sale the most.
Yep.
We have kids that live close by. So I don't think they're aware of it, but I think we would just go dump everything in the garage if we had to for now. Like
they're aware of it now.
We would probably have to make a pit stop and have them store some stuff so that we could go make the purchase and then make a couple trips back and forth. That would probably be our plan B.
Yep, or borrow their vehicle, pack it in it, and then they can just visit us. They can come home and visit with us.
Yeah, we would exploit the children. Their resources. Does that sound wrong?
I don't like the word exploit. No, I don't like the word take advantage of either.
But that's what we would do. We would call in favors. Hey, we raised you, now it's time you pay us back a little.
Yes, that.
There you go.
I gave birth to you. How does that go? I brought you into this world, I can take you out.
It's more like I brought you into this world, I could borrow your vehicle. So yes, that's probably our plan B. Plan C is just make the purchase and make arrangements to come pick it up, but have a plan.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. The other thing is we've had this happen a few times, but you got to be in a good state of mind. You have to get up in a good mood. Otherwise, garage sales are going to be crap.
You don't have to get up in a good mood. Matter of fact, I don't even recommend getting up in a good mood. It's way too cheery for me. Get up mad, but then before you leave the house to go garage selling, get your head right. Right?
We have that issue sometimes.
Like sometimes you could just be a cranky butt if you want, but when you leave and get in the car to go to garage sales, get your head straight so that just know that it's work. It's what's going to pay for the things that do make you happy, and go into it more positive, even if you have to force it. Like don't go out there grumpy because you're not going to do well, right? I'm saying this for her benefit because I would never.
I need to just get headphones and just wear headphones when we garage sale so I don't have to listen to you sometimes.
Oh, you're the grumpy one.
I know, but if I'm grumpy and I don't have to listen to you, you won't make me more grumpy.
That's a lie. I can make you grumpy without sound. See? But yeah, there is something to, like, we have passed up deals because we were one of us was a little bit grumpy, whether it was her or me, and we go to negotiate and things don't go your way and you let the sale sit just because you didn't like how things went. Like, get that out of your head. Know that you're looking to make profit. Mm-hmm. And even if you don't get your way 100% of the time on negotiations, sometimes you got to take profit where you can find it. Like there's a lot to it. Just remember, you're doing this as a business. You're trying to buy stuff and sell stuff, mm-hmm. and get your head in that space and get rid of all the outside, the rest.
Yes. And Corey, can we talk about your new negotiation skill just a little bit?
Sure. What did I do? So
now Corey creates conversation. Like, I used to be the one that creates conversation with people at garage sales. I go in. He does. He goes in and he creates what do they call it? A rapport with the people. Because if you don't, and you just go in and you're grumpy or whatever, and you're just like, well, will you take this for it? And they say no. It's because you are nice.
Negotiation is hard if you don't build some kind of connection first. It's always best to come in and visit and small talk and ask them about their dog and their kids, whatever you could talk about, just to break the ice and get them kind of on your side. And they kind of want you to win because they like you, or maybe they don't like you and they just want you to go. Well, you'll go if you can get a good deal.
Yep. I've even gotten better at it.
She is getting better at it because I'm forcing her. She'll be like, well, you're my negotiator. I'm like, nope.
Yeah, so I went in and bought some silverware the other day. They wanted $25 for it, and I got up there, and I said, will you take 20 for it? And the one lady, without even hesitation, she was like, yep.
So, yeah, we are actively working on negotiation skills, but
Yes.
you can't do that in a grumpy mood. You just can't. It does.
No, 'cause
it's
it
never
comes
going to work
off.
out in your favor. People could tell if you're grumpy. So be happy. When we're garage selling, we're treasure hunting. That's the one part of the job we actually really like.
Mm-hmm.
So some days, even the part of the job you like can suck. And
If you're grumpy.
well, not just if you're grumpy. If you just don't feel like being out that day, it can actually, garage selling can actually suck. You just got to remember that's the part of the job you like and get happy about it.
Well, if that's the part of the job you like. What happens if people don't like that part and they just like listing and selling?
Suck it up. You better think about lollipops or something.
Lollipops. Ice
Sandwiches,
cream cones.
whatever it takes. Like, get happy and get out there because you will negotiate better. You will do better in a good mood. So,
Okay.
right?
That's our suggestions.
That's our suggestions. We would actually like to know your suggestions. So make sure you leave them in the comments. I know we've missed stuff that you should take with you, things you should do, how to prepare for garage sales. 100% we've missed some stuff. So be sure to share yours below in the comments. But we have a few more items to go.
We do.
What do we got?
We made a Starbucks deal one day. We met somebody at Starbucks to pick up a bunch of tie clips and stuff. So this
Is that
is
where this
actually-
came from?
Yeah, that was a money clip out of that deal.
Yeah, so we got a little, like, looks like
called-
Ducks Unlimited money clip.
Barlow etched duck scene with a gold tone money clip.
Couple wood ducks in it.
Yep, and it sold for $15. Okay, the last thing came out of our hoarder house.
I don't think I'm going to grab the whole thing. I'll just grab a couple pieces.
Yes, just be careful. This is a vintage 1980s Revolutionary War chess set. It's from the Boston attack on Bunker Hill.
So you got, like, this would be like the king for your chess set.
Is that a knight?
And this one here is one of the knights. So it's kind of a cool chess set. It's got all different, like, Revolutionary War type figures in it for both sides. Oops. And the box we found it in actually has the old Sears Roebuck thing
It is a
across
Sears
it.
Roebuck. The only
Has
thing
a
it's
shipping
missing, which we might have to put a piece of cardboard on it just because I think it's missing the game board, which was really cool when I looked it up.
Yeah, so what they're buying is all the pieces. It's complete and it's brand new.
Yep.
Just doesn't have the game board itself.
Yep, and I was excited when I found this one. When we were in that hoarder house, it was upstairs in one of the bedrooms, sitting up on a shelf with a bunch of more boxes packed on top of it. And I started taking the box down, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what this is, but it looks cool.
Yeah, we bought this the same hoarder house we got all the Barbies from.
$1.
$1.
$1.
Yep.
You want to know what it sold
What
for?
did it sell for?
$59.99.
That's what you call a good return.
That was a good return. That's like 600%, isn't it?
I'm not doing math. I won't do math with you. It never adds up.
It never.
We
adds
always
up.
find every time we do math on the fly, we ended up finding out it didn't add up in the edit. So nope.
So-
it is a good profit. That's what it is.
Yes. So, what are some things that you people
You people.
do? My peeps. What are some things my peeps do to prepare for garage sailing?
There you go. Let us know in the comments, but we do have to get some of this packing done, so we're going to get out of here, and we will see you guys next time.
Hasta la vista, baby.